Want this edit? First, get your clips and music ready. We'll start with the zoom. Zoom in your first clip and put a keyframe at the beginning and the end of the clip. Next, add a keyframe in the middle, but leaning more towards the end. Zoom in that keyframe. Next, click on the graphs and choose Ease Out to. For the second part of the clip, copy this graph. It should look something like this. If it glitches out like this, you have to move the last keyframe all the way at the end. Here's how I fix it. For the second clip, add a keyframe at the beginning and at the end again. Zoom in at the first keyframe. Next, go to Graphs and add Ease Out to. It should look like this. Now, just copy everything you did for these first two clips for all of the other ones. Next, we will do blur. Go to Video Effects and click on Oblique Blur. I recommend adjusting the length based on the shorter clips so it isn't as big as the short clip. Now click on the effects and select Object, All Objects. Add keyframes on the beginning and at the end. The first keyframe will be blur at 100 and the second blur at 0. Now copy it and add to all clips. Next, just duplicate the blur. Make sure that the blur is exactly at the start of the clip so it won't glitch out. Next, add a white overlay and click on Splice and choose Overlay. The length should be around 0.3 seconds. Next, go to Animations, Out, and choose Fade Out. Make sure that the animation takes up the whole overlay. Now, just duplicate it and add to every clip, also same as the blur. Make sure it syncs up with the clips. Next, for Fade Out, add a black overlay. Go to Splice, but this time move the opacity to 50 to 60. Then go to Animation and click on Fade In. Once again, make sure the animation takes up the whole clip. By the way, it's also 0.3 seconds long. Put it at the end of the clip. Make sure it syncs up and copy it to every clip. Next, this is optional, but do a loop and add a black overlay. Click on the overlay, mask, and click on the circle. Now click Invert and use this arrow to sort of blur it out. Next, add a keyframe at the beginning and at the end. At the beginning, zoom in the keyframe, and at the end, zoom it out, like this. Then Photo Graphs and add Ease Out to again. Now click on the overlay and animations and fade in. Next, you can add your watermark, coloring, and some motion blur, and you're done.